Welcome back, it's your guy Engineer Mojo with another car tutorial video. This one is how to replace an exterior door handle for a 2003 Toyota Tacoma. This applies to all first gen Tacomas. Very similar process, also Tundras, 4Runners, T100s, you name it. All very similar process if they're around the same year. Now if your car is like mine, there's a little age. There's a plastic piece right behind the door that tends to break. I don't know if you can see right there, it's snapped. So that's why I need to replace this door handle. And these door handles just break over time with age. You may be a little strong, or you may have a crazy ex, who knows, whatever. So as usual, to get it started off fast, the tools you'll need are a ratchet, 10mm socket, short or long, doesn't really matter, but you will need an extension. Either way, I use a 3-inch extension for mine to get deep into the door frame to access the 10mm bolts I will show you later. Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, pliers, they just come in handy to access those rods and those clips that you need to remove from your door handles. Now of course you will also need a replacement door handle. I'll give a little quip right now. I ordered mine off Amazon. It was supplied by Amazon Parts Warehouse. It was only $9 compared to $90 for buying a Toyota OEM product. Now, this is OE, original equipment. It's exactly the same. I'll show you the comparison later on in the video. First step you want to do is assess what you need to take off to get your door panel off, to access the door handle. For these Tacomas, it's pretty simple. There's a screw right behind the door handle. As you see, there's 2 concealment covers for 2 screws back here. These are all Phillips heads. I already took off 1 concealment cover. I don't know if you can really see the screw back there, but it's back there. Here's another one. Quick extra tip, this panel piece can be removed prior to removing the door panel. It actually makes it a little bit easier to remove the door panel. Once you get off all the screws, you just want to lift. And then there's a little clip back there as well. And then from here, it's easier to remove all the electrical connections. There's one here, one there. There's also one back here for your speaker. I'll choose to remove that once I remove the door panel, but you can also remove that from here as well. It just pops right off and you can remove that. Now that all screws are removed, now you want to just start popping the panel. Now this is very simple, but you want to be gentle so you don't break any of the plastic tabs that are connected to your door panel. So usually I'll start on this back side by the driver lock. I'll just put my fingers right there in between the little crack. I'll gently pull and start hitting pop. I just work my way around. Now I did forget to tell you that you do want to push this forward. Right now it'll be locked back here. You just want to tilt it forward to remove your door handle like that. And this is before you take off the door panel in its entirety. Go back here, a plastic piece and a metal rod that's sticking through here that connects your door handle mechanism to the lock. It's very easy to remove this door handle from this metal rod. You'll see that there's a white plastic swivel piece. You see this tab here that's connected to the rod. You want to rotate that off of the rod. That way you can push the rod back down through the hole. It's very simple to get that out. You'll see it. It's hard to show you on video, but if you have any questions, just comment down below. This is the close-up of the door handle. As you see, this is a white swivel piece that I was talking about. And essentially, the rod was sitting in here. You just want to rotate with and I use a flathead screwdriver. You just want to rotate it off of the rod like so, and you can pull the door handle right on out of the door. Now with the door handle removed, the rest of the door panel removal should be pretty simple. All plastic pieces have been popped and it's ready to come out. Now the door panel is removed. As you see, behind my door panel is a little rough, but that's okay. Now we have full access to behind the door panel. As you see, this is what we need to remove. There is one 10mm bolt. If you can see, that's the second 10mm bolt. And then you also have 2 plastic pieces that are the same twisting mechanism that was on the door handle that you will need to remove. One there, one there. For this first pink one, maybe hard to see, there you go. But it's pretty easy. Usually I just use my finger. And this is what I was talking about earlier. It's easier to video here. You just want to push down to get this plastic piece off. There you go. See, it rotated off. Now you can remove the metal piece off. Boom, one done. This top white clip can be hard to remove with the door handle still attached to the car. So I'll go ahead and remove the 10mm bolts and get a little more place so I can pull the handle out of the door a little bit and I can access that clip. So I'll go ahead and start removing the 10mm bolts that I showed you earlier. For the other 10mm bolt, just use this access hole and it comes right out that way. Now that I have removed the two 10mm bolts, as you see, the door handle is loose, there's play. You can go ahead and maneuver it out of the door a little bit. With the door handle out a little bit, you can maneuver this and gain access to this white clip. I've already pushed down the clip to remove that. Now from here, you'll need to, this is a compression clip here that's holding on this metal rod. You just want to compress these two plastic trim pieces and this rod, and the whole assembly will come right out. Now the old door handle is removed, and I want to sit here and compare the new one I bought. I bought this off Amazon. It's an OE replacement. There were some reviews that said it didn't feel as sturdy as the original manufacturer, but when it got here and I tested it, it felt pretty sturdy to me. Similar mechanisms. From this point, I want to see what I need off this old handle assembly. So I'll flip it around and I'll compare the two. Just be careful not to scratch up your new piece. I should have put a piece of towel down or something. Everything looks pretty similar. The mechanisms are all the same white clip, same white clip. What I will need though is a lock assembly. This is so that you can maintain your same key. This is pretty simple. All this does is it just twists out. This is a twist lock mechanism. You just want to twist it out of this locking joint right here, and I'll show you how to do that so you can get this lock for your key and this pink swivel rod lock as well. I'm just going to twist. It comes right out. Next step, you take the new handle, put it in place, and as you can see in there, it's slightly rotated to the right. Now you want to slightly rotate it to the left to lock it in place. And you hear a little clip, and now it's in place. It's ready for install. Install is opposite of removal. I find that you want to put in the fatter, thicker top piece first, and then rotate the rest of the handle inside. New door handle is in. When you rotate it in, just make sure you don't damage the waterproof material on the outside. Don't forget your two rods. There's one here you want to attach back to the white clip, and the smaller one you want to attach to the pink clip. Now you can see both clips are reattached and in place with the metal rods that control your locking mechanism. Next up, attach the two 10mm bolts and we're good to go. With the door handle installed, before I put the door panel back on, I'll make sure to test this door handle, make sure it works properly and all that good jazz. I do have to go back and fix that. As you see, the weather stripping got a little misplaced when I tighten it. I'll go back and fix that. So lock, unlock. Nice. Again, before I go too far, I'll go ahead and before I attach all the screws, I'll just make sure that all my connections work. Roll down the window, that works. All that stuff works. Lights, mirrors, all that works. Okay, so now we're good to go. Door's back on, everything is functional. Now I'll just do a quick wipe down. It can be a little dirty back there behind your door panel, so I'll just wipe the door panel down. Thanks for watching. Enjoy doing this tutorial. Any questions, as always, comment down below, share, like. Please give me feedback on if you think this can be done easier in a way. I love hearing tips from the audience. Don't have a big ego, let me know. Thank you. I'm out.